Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, I would really love it if you would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know when other videos are coming up. Today's video is breast milk organization and tips of how I got so much in the freezer. With that, let's get started.
Time to figure out what this could be. I dreamt of a life in a small town that wasn't enough for you somehow. I just wish I had a little more time with you, baby.
Being that this is number 4, I kind of know how my supply and all that goes in the beginning, and usually I have to only feed off of one side with how much I produce in the beginning, which is why you see me pumping one side and feeding off the other. First tip when breastfeeding is to drink as much water as you can. I bought this glass bottle and a half-gallon size jug, and what I do is drink one of the half-gallon and 2 of these glass. And as you can see, I don't put it in bags every day and freeze it. I wait a couple days. This is 4 days worth of milk. And I give it a couple shakes to try to get all the milk out. And see, this is 4 ounces right here. And I typically do 3 to 5 ounces in per bag. It just depends exactly how much I get that day on what I do.
All the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday, and the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away, 'cause growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your...
So right here you see me swirling with my hands the bottles to release the fat that accumulated at the top.
Then I found something I knew would last, just like my mama said.
When freezing, I will say the biggest tip is to make sure to get all the air out you can. When I first started to freeze this milk, I wanted to keep track of how many ounces in the freezer so that I can donate. Well, since then I decided to go back to work, and now I'm using the freezer stash to help prolong his breastfeeding. If you're able to, I would say from experience to have a stand-up freezer like this versus the deep freezers. It's easier to have organization the way I have it. First major tip when freezing, no matter what freezer you're going to use, is to make sure you lay it flat so that it takes the less amount of space in your freezer.
Make you wanna run away with me.
So usually each time I go and bring new milk to be frozen, I have the previous one still laying where I left it. So what I do is use the shelves to keep it organized and in order to where it'll be easier when I go to bag it up in the gallon-sized bags.
Anyone else, because all I need is you. The way you play with your hair, and now you're always wearing denim. Yeah, everything about you is the reason I can't spend one more day without you. Oh, so tell me, girl, 'cause I really wanna know. Do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone? Do I make you wanna run, just be wild and free? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone?
As you will see, my husband is helping me organize and keep the milk in order to make it go a little bit faster so we don't defrost the milk while I'm doing this. You will also see that I put a bag number and a date, and I find this helps especially when you're trying to keep everything in order and use the oldest milk first.
Oh, won't you run away with me? I've never felt like this.
So from my experience, I've tried herbal things to help my supply, and I found that the biggest thing to keep your supply or build your supply up is consistency. Whether that's nursing at the same time each day or pumping at the same time each day.
Wanna run, just be wild and free. Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone else? Like you don't need anyone else? Because all I need is you. Oh, all I need is you. Hey. Oh, yeah.
So you can see right here my husband is trying to get as much of the air out of the gallon-sized Ziploc bags as well so that we could stack them on top of each other. So my biggest tip of all when it comes to breastfeeding or pumping is to try not to compare your supply to another woman's supply, because it could discourage you from continuing.
All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control. Yeah. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah.
As always, thanks for watching, and if you have any other questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And if you aren't already, please consider subscribing if you found this helpful. And if you did find it helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Bye.
I don't care, I've known you long enough. I know what I want, know that I care. Nothing can change that. Talk to me, babe, fall for me, babe. Need you to hear me.